I don't hear anything.
Well, that's because the game's really quiet. And we are unmuted. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Now we just gotta wait for people to file on in.
You're very quiet.
Am I quiet?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Boost that up. How does that sound now? Do I sound better now? Am I loud enough? Should I be louder? Should I be quieter? Also, there is now music playing. Can you hear the music?
Everything needs to be turned up. Like way up.
Okay, how about now? Am I loud enough at this point? I'm looking at the microphone directly. I'm now turned looking away from the microphone.
That seems good.
Okay, this seems good. You can hear the music? Cool. Good to hear that other people can hear the music. How loud is the music? It should be fairly quiet. Just kind of like peripheral, it exists type of music.
Maybe turn it down just a little.
Okay.
But just a little.
Alright, I turned it down just a little bit. Now the music went away, of course. Oh, it's kind of there. I'm clicking on various things to make sound effects. Sound effects should just kind of be there a little bit. Alright.
I think you're good to go.
Cool.
Our kinship ensures our victory.
Hehehe.
You and I are gonna take him out.
I will prove myself worthy.
Of course you will.
Time to set sail.
Ah, hello everyone. Hello all three people joining me.
Time to face me.
Oh, now it's four.
Must not be tolerated.
I have conquered death. What a strange and magnificent world.
Bunch of people are talking.
No sword can pierce my scales.
I'm known for my excellent timing.
You will lose.
I didn't live through hell to lose to you.
You should be proud to have come so far.
Okay. Trinity limit activate. Yes. Okay. Let's get on over to the game now. Boom. All right, we're in the game. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the game. You heard a lot of people talking. That's because I was actually choosing my avatar. There are 12 different avatars. We got a Johnny the Catman.
When people start screaming, I know I'm on track.
Chandra Nalar, the Fire Fist Lady.
Defend yourself.
We have Chad.
I'm up for a challenge.
Jace Bellerin, Emo Man.
You can turn anything into a pile of ash if you put your mind to it.
Jaya Ballard, Fire Fist Chandra's mentor. So, Granny Pyrokinesis.
I advise that you yield.
The Iron Giant.
I have conquered death, as I will conquer you.
Gothic Lady, who's been alive way too long.
Witness the ties that bind us all.
The Elf. Yeah, it's a fun time.
Feel the heat of my flames!
Sarkin Vol, Mr. Crazy Dragon Man. He's quite literally mad.
I won't hide from the world any longer.
Teferi, Mr. Time Skip.
Tell me you're not impressed.
Tezzeret, the whiny douchebag.
The wild wasn't meant to be contained.
And Vivian Reed, lady I actually don't know that much about. Other than she's a bowman that stores spirits in her arrows or something? I don't know.
Together, we are unstoppable.
I love a Johnny. Because he's all about, we're good guys and we'll do it no matter what. As a group. Yeah. And then I kill people with blue and black spells. which is not a Johnny style at all. It's mind games. Okay. Oh, hopefully that didn't sound too horrible. I'm moving the microphone just a little bit closer to me. Either way, hello everybody. Hello 5 people watching. I think today I want to go over some of the basics of how to build a deck. And then we're going to play some matches with random people online so that we can knock out some of these things down here to get points. Get all the monies. So, first thing we need to do is come over to decks, and we're going to make a new one. Yeah, from what I've heard, Hearthstone took a lot of the foundations that Magic the Gathering had set in, and then they obviously changed it quite a bit to make their own game, but I'm glad you're having fun. So, we're making a new deck here. What kind of colors do we want? I guess if we come back to this thing, it looks like we should cast black or green, play lands, or white and black. The 60 card deck intimidates you? Well, I'll let you know that there are some modes of Magic that aren't in Arena that you do 100 card decks, and every single card in your deck has to be different. There isn't the Ford card limit in that format. That format is Commander, by the way. Either way, it looks like we should probably make some sort of black-based card. What is this? Ooh. Ooh, isn't that neat? They have made new buttons, and I'm not used to it. That gives us 3 rows of cards. So we got 10 cards in that view. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 21. Holy cow, that's a lot of cards. And craft allows us to get any card that we want, even if we don't have it yet. And that will use up some of these wild cards that we have. Yeah, it's true. Generally about 22 to 24 of your cards in a 60 card deck are going to be lands, so you're really only having to build or put together like 36 to 38 cards. It's not really that bad. Either way, we should look at some black cards here. Oh, black can do a lot of different things. We can be small and aggressive. We can drain our opponent's health. We can just constantly bring stuff back from the graveyard. We could do a vampire tribal deck if we wanted, where we got a bunch of vampires that work well with other vampires. Ooh, something else we could do is do zombie and skeletons, which I've never actually done a whole lot of, and I think that might be a fun card to try to do, or a deck type to try to do. So we just try to use only zombie and skeleton creatures, and specifically this guy, Death Baron, is going to make all of that work a lot better for us. Anybody have any ideas of something that sounds good? Any of those sound interesting? Silent Bird likes the idea of bringing people back from the dead. Well, we can definitely do that with, like... Oh, it's a joke. Okay. Well, you know what? I actually like that idea. So I think I might try to build a zombie demon, or not demon, zombie... See if we can't build a zombie deck. It's going to be terrible, because I don't really have enough stuff. Open the Graves? Oh yeah. Open the Graves is a 5-drop. Open the graves. Whenever a non-token creature you control dies, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. Yeah. Yeah, maybe we'll use some of this. So I'm going to go ahead and put all 3 copies that I have in right away. Gruesome Menagerie. Choose a creature card with converted mana cost 1 in your graveyard, then do the same thing for cards 2 and 3. Return those cards to the battlefield. Which means you just get up to potentially 3 cards back from your graveyard at the same time. That sounds like fun. I've used it a couple of times. It's not necessarily the greatest card, but you know, I'm going to put 2 copies in for now. We're going to put a bunch of cards in here, and then we will figure things out later. Like, we'll start cutting cards after a bit. Oh, Eldest Reborn is a brutal card. I hate fighting against it. So, this is a Saga, and Sagas work every turn you activate one of the different abilities, and it goes in order. So, turn 1 you do 1, then 2, then 3. And the final ability here allows us to bring stuff back from the graveyard. So, I think we're going to definitely put that in. Honestly. No, what? That's, how do I do this? Yes, there. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and quote-unquote buy another copy of that, because I have a lot of uncommons, so I'm gonna do that. Now, we do have a lot of very expensive stuff now. So I'm actually gonna want to come back down to the cheap stuff and put some of that stuff in, because one very important thing to keep in mind is your mana curve. You want a lot of small stuff, so you want small things, like you want your curve to do one of these numbers where you have a few 1-drops, a few 2-drops, 3 drops are probably going to be where most of your cards are, and they're going to go back down. 6+ cards, you really only want a couple of those at most. Different decks are going to look a little differently, and another thing you want is a lot of creatures. Obviously we don't have enough cards in this deck yet, so how do I get out of that? There we go. Alright, so we want zombies. How about these 2/2s that enter the battlefield tapped? Gutterbones is a skeleton. It enters the battlefield tapped, and we can return it from the graveyard to our hand. Activate this ability only during your turn, and only if an opponent lost life this turn. Well, hopefully we're going to be hurting our opponents a lot. Ugh, no. Get out. That's not what I meant. I'm going to go ahead and buy a second one of these. I don't want to spend all of my rare and mythic cards, but we got to get some of them. Alright. What else have we got in here? What other not good black cards do we have? Let's see. Cast down. Destroy target non-legendary creature. Killing things is definitely a good thing. Doom Dissenters are very good. When it dies, you create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. So that'll make us more zombies, which is what we want. Speaking of which, I want to get my Death Barons in. Also, I'm going to put a couple of these Walk the Planks in. It's destroy target non-merfolk creature. That's going to kill most things we fight. Is there a pattern to how many minions you typically add to a deck? And if you mean by minions, do you mean creatures? Generally, you want over half of your deck. You generally want about half the deck to be creatures, and then the other half is going to be instant sorceries, enchantments, stuff to help boost it. It really depends on how defensible you want to be. Also, I think we're going to get a couple of Kite Cell freebooters, because while they're not skeletons or zombies, they're really good with when it enters the battlefield, target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-creature, non-land card from it, exile that card until Kite Cell freebooter leaves the battlefield. So we get to look at their hand and just take one of their best cards, hopefully. Now that I put that in there, I don't even know if I want it. Okay. Seeing as we're going to want to sack some creatures like this Doom Dissenter, I think I want this Costly Plunder, because we have to sack a creature or an artifact, and then we get to draw 2 cards. And that seems good. Also, reassembling skeletons are, for 1 and a black, we can just return it to the battlefield from the graveyard whenever we want. And they're skeletons, so they just forever come back. They never go away. I think we also want some vicious offerings for the same reason that we can sacrifice a creature. Normally it gives something -2/-2, which will kill a lot of small things. But if we do the kicker cost, which is an extra cost we can do on top of that, we would sacrifice a creature, and then that creature gets -5/-5 till end of turn instead, which will kill most things. Two-color decks are, yeah, that's generally how most everybody plays the game. And honestly, a monocolor deck is probably not going to be super good here, but I'm going to see how it works. Because you can have fun with single color decks, but a lot of the actual standard competitive decks are going to have 2 colors right now. Well, that's not actually true. There's actually a couple of monocolor decks that are very, very competitive. A fire engine in the background? That's probably Tennille's computer. Her computer is noisy. Okay, you know, I don't actually have a whole lot more zombies. Which is not good for this deck, because it generally wants more zombies. Yeah, I don't want that card. Oh, here we go. Some infectious horrors. It's a 2/2, and whenever it attacks, each opponent loses 2 life. Oh no, it's perfectly fine. It's honestly pretty funny that Tennille's deck is so noisy and bad. Demon of Catastrophes is a 6/6 for 4 mana, but we have to sacrifice a creature to play it. But when we do, we get this Flying Trample 6/6. Is a 2/2 for 4 mana a good idea? It depends on what ability it has. The ability to potentially deal 4 damage to your opponent, I think, is pretty good. And plus the fact it's a zombie, so it'll get boosted by the other stuff. Generally, how long am I planning on streaming? I'm not sure. For a while. Probably an hour to maybe 3. I'm not sure. Oh, Ravenous Chupacabra is also a very good card. When it enters the battlefield, destroy target creature an opponent controls. Just make it die. Kill one of their things, and you get 2 health. Or, no, you don't get 2 health. You get a 2/2 creature that stays around afterwards. Ugh. Okay, you know what? My zombie skeleton plan is not necessarily working, but let's... no. Okay. I feel like there was a different way to view this. Ah, there we go, there we go. So now we got the cards at the top, and down here is our actual deck. And it shows us the mana curve. So these are 1 drops, 2 drops, 3 drops, 4 drops, 5 drops. It's currently putting us at 24 lands. Traumatic 5-hour World of Light stream flashbacks. Yeah, no, we're definitely not. I don't think I'm going to do that much time. That would be. That's too much. I should really get more 3-drop stuff. So, what do we have in the 3-drop slot that I could put in here? Oh, Dreadshade is good. It's a 3/3 for 3, and I can just pump it for a single black to get it bigger. And, ooh, Deathbloom Thalids. They're 3/2s, and when they die, you get a 1/1 Saproling. So you get a creature when it dies. I think that's probably a good thing. Alright, you know, I'm going to get rid of the Infectious Horrors because I don't think we want them. Gravediggers I'm going to keep in here because it's a zombie and it can get a lot of our stuff back. Gruesome Menagerie will now have a lot of targets for us to get back. 24 lands. I don't think we need 24 lands. Not in this deck. I'm going to do 22. All right. Okay. Man, having some murders would probably be a good thing, but I do also have other kill spells. Let's... How do I... Here we go. Okay. So I got 23 creatures, 17 non-creature spells. That's a pretty good balance. And my curve is a little silly. I have probably too many 5-drops. Oh, that's really cool. It actually gives you a breakdown of what kind of creature types you have in your deck. That's super neat. We have 6 zombies, 4 skeletons. That's not very many. Do the lands that come in tapped give you, put you at a disadvantage? Oftentimes, yes, because you're kind of behind. So that is one advantage of playing a single color deck, is because you don't have to deal with any of that. Okay, that's too many Open the Graves. We're going to just do 2 Open the Graves instead. Actually, what am I doing? How do I... flip this back around. Sorry if I'm flipping too quickly for people. No, no. Get out. Not Gruesome Menagerie. Open the Graves. Put that back in there. I want it. Let's actually get rid of one of the Gruesome Menageries instead. Inhale the murders. Okay, let's see. Man, Diagraph Ghoul is not the greatest card ever, but it gives us some 1-drops. You know, Kitesail Freebooters are fun, but I don't think it's really what we want to do with this particular deck. So I'm going to take those out. Because I would like... that's too many murders. There's too many cards. Alright, Dreadshade, you're out. There, I got 2 murders. I got a 60-card deck. I got some formation of a curve. Murders are good because they just kill a thing. Make it go away. Okay. Can I... Done. Change the name of this. Yes. How do I do it? Oh, here we go. What do we want to call this deck? It's sorta zombies. It goes very well with my goblins deck, because I don't know how good it's actually going to be. Alright, let's do it. Let's play lots of lands and let's cast lots of black spells. Near the end of the day, we're going, whenever I'm feeling close to being done with streaming, that's when I'm going to play any of the patrons that want to play against me. Do you unlock whole decks just by playing the normal game? I seem to unlock a black-red deck just by playing those starter decks. Yes, when you are starting playing off, if you complete whatever objectives they give you, every day you pretty much get a new deck. So you will eventually unlock 5 2-color decks and then after that you will unlock the final 5. Bye. Bye. Come back when you come back. Okay. Yeah, so if you just keep playing, you'll eventually unlock all the different, all 10 2-color decks that exist. And they're like nice, basic bases to start with. You got a red-green, black-green, blue-red, white-blue, white-red, black-red, white-green, blue-black. How many of these I said? I don't know. You get all of these. You get all the decks, and then you can make your own decks. I've made my own decks, and they're not necessarily good. Yeah, so there is a lot of incentive to play there. That being said, Magic just announced today that there's going to be a new introduction system for new players starting in exactly 1 week. And it looks like you get to actually choose what kind of rewards and updates you want to get as you get through it. And then I'm guessing after you finish their like level up tree system, you just get access to, like, you'll have access to all the same cards that everybody else did, which is neat. Obviously, I don't know how different that's going to be because I have not had a chance to mess around with it. But either way, let's sort of play some zombies against some random people online. See how well it goes. Yeah, as long as you have a Microsoft computer, you can play Magic Arena online for free, because that's the thing about this game. It's very free. All of it is free. Every last bit of it. That's a joke. You can pay real money into it to unlock the cards a lot faster. Oh no, this is a horrible hand. I can't play anything until turn 3 or turn 4. So I'm going to mulligan, which means I'm going to get rid of these 7 cards and get 6 cards. Oh dear. This isn't great, but I could play something on turn 2. I would really like to have a 3rd land. Yeah, and like this is a very good way to learn how to play the game. Honestly, if you want to know how to play the game, play a lot of the game and watch other people play a lot of the game as well. Just ingest as much Magic in your life as possible, and you should learn how to play it pretty well. Uh-oh, looks like we're going to have someone getting big. Time to play a skeleton that'll come back forever. As long as I pay for it. Oh no. Ooh, red-green, really big. Oh no, oh no. Keep playing creatures. No attacks. Reassembling skeleton is best to sit there and block forever. What is this? When it enters the battlefield, choose 4 non-enchantment permanents you don't control, put aim counters into them. Beginning of your end step, if 2 or more permanents you don't control have aim counters, then destroy one of those permanents at random. They just blew up my land. What the heck is this thing? That's not fun. I don't know how. I can't get rid of that. That's an enchantment. I can't blow up enchantments with my cards. Oh no. And like they're gonna blow up all of my lands. Oh dear. Oh no. Kill that thing, I guess. Alright, we gotta go. Crap. Crap in a handbasket. Well, alright. And there goes another one of my lands. Oh no. I can only replay my skeleton from the graveyard. I see how their deck is supposed to work. They get lots of land, and they screw me out of having any lands. That being said, they can't get rid of everything, because it only works if there are 2 or more with bombardment counting on it. So that's good. Now I'm just going to slowly hit them with 1/1s. Oh, they gain 3 life, and now that land can tap for 2 mana. So they just have all of the lands. Also, if they ever get to 10 permanents, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, so next time they play something, they can pay 5 mana to draw a card. So that's cool. Good for them. Oh, good. I keep getting lands. You know what? I could go ahead and play this Demon of Catastrophes, but I'm actually going to attack with my creatures first, get a little bit more damage in, then I'll play the Demon of Catastrophes, sacrificing the reassembling skeleton. So now I have this guy, and I was able to attack him with my skeleton first. That's why having 2 main phases is really good. Oh, there they go. They're going to draw more cards. Oh, yes! Swamp! Okay, first up... Uh-oh. Well, I should have played something first. That's fine. I'll hit them for 7. And then I'm going to play this Open the Grave. So, if my non-token creatures, aka this demon, dies, I get a 2/2 zombie. Yeah, generally one thing to do is wait until your second main phase to play anything, any creatures or things like that, unless it actively boosts your chances of doing damage in the combat step. That way you can at least bluff that you have some sort of combat trick, like an instant something that will do something in combat, and it might make your opponents a little more intimidated and less likely to block or play correctly during combat. Did all that make sense? Did I use too many words? It's a bluffing game. That's why you want to do things in your second main phase. Oh, they died. Because they couldn't beat my demon. We did it! Huzzah! And for winning, we get 250 points. Okay. So, we only cast 5 spells that entire game. We did play 7 lands, though. Alright, let's keep going. Do more zombie things. Yeah, it did look pretty terrible, but then we were on a streak of just drawing way too many lands. Yeah, and it looked like they were also in the trouble of drawing too many lands. That is what is referred to as mana screw, or mana flood. When you're flooding, it means you're drawing too many lands and like you're not drawing any actual useful spells. Mana screw is when you don't have enough lands and you're just drawing other stuff. That being said, this hand looks fantastic, so I'm going to keep it. Oh, looks like they had to mulligan down to 6 cards. Now they're going to keep it? Yes. And they scryed a card to the bottom. Yeah, if they had been able to actually draw some dangerous creatures there, or any creatures, that could have been a lot worse for us. Yes. People are losing because of the card draw RNG happens more than most people would like. And that's just the way things go. Alright, so I think at the end of their turn, I'm going to sacrifice my skeleton to draw 2 cards. Oh. They're going to potentially get a land and put it on the battlefield tapped. Oh, they got a land. Good for them. Alright, Costly Plunder. Goodbye, skeleton. I'll see you in a little bit. Yay! I somehow didn't draw another land out of that, so I'm going to... You know, I could reassemble my skeleton. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll keep it a secret that I have another one in my hand. I'm going to play this Gutter Bones. There we go. So now we have 2 guys that can come back from the graveyard forever. That's the thing about skeletons. Many times they have abilities of getting back out of the graveyard. You'll notice that the more you play, that very often similar creature, like the same creature type often has a lot of the same aspects to it, which I think is pretty neat. Alright. Well, let's start by attacking them in the face. One thing to note is this thing. Their creature spells can't be countered, but we're not playing blue, which is the only color that really can counter spells, so that doesn't matter. And non-token creatures they control have Riot. So what that means is when they enter the battlefield, they either get a +1/+1 counter or haste. And that's pretty annoying. So let's play another tapped creature. And I'm actually going to hold on to the 2 mana so I could possibly use Cast Down or Vicious Offering to kill whatever it is that they play. Oh. Alright. Riot and Trample, and as long as it's your turn, you and Gruul Spellbreaker have Hexproof, so I can't actually kill it. Ugh. Oh. Whoa, they didn't give it haste. I am surprised. I thought for sure they were going to give that haste. Instead, they just made it a big old 5/5. Well, yeah, I'll take the 1. Because it has Hexproof, I can't affect it on his turn. But now I can affect it, and I am absolutely going to destroy target non-legendary creature. Goodbye. You should have given it haste. Oh. He killed my creature. Yes, you can get Riot twice. You can get most any ability twice, just some abilities it doesn't matter if it has it twice. Like if you have haste 2 times, it doesn't make you any faster. Oh, Beast Whisperer. Whenever he casts a creature spell, he gets to draw a card. And he made it bigger. Oh, I got a land, guys. Oh my goodness, it's a land. That thing is big, so I'm going to make it smaller by sacrificing target that creature and sacrifice that creature. Gotta make sure I do this in the right order. Goodbye! Your thing is dead. Let me reassemble the skeleton again. And then hit you in the face. Yeah, all 3 copies of Open the Graves is not what I want. That being said, you can have all 3 out at the same time, so whenever 1 creature dies, you get 3. Oh, okay, so they gave it +2/+2 till end of turn, and it fights. Fight is they simply choose 2 creatures to punch each other in the face. Good for them. Alright, I think I'm going to go ahead and play this Open the Graves. I could play creatures out, but that's okay. I think I have plenty of health at this point. Oh, yes. Yes, the only way that cards don't stack is if it says legendary. If the card has, like, legendary enchantment or legendary creature, then you can't have 2 of the same thing out at the same time. Otherwise, you can have as many copies out as you want. Alright, so they got dudes. I'm going to reassemble this skeleton. I'm going to play this Vicious Offering the regular way to kill their bigger elf. I'm going to hit them in the face. Oh, and they decided they didn't want to fight this anymore. So we win. Easy peasy. Yeah. Give me those coins. Alright. Cast 20 black or green spells. So we got into 13 so far, and we've played 12 lands. Gotta keep going. Gotta get all the points. Whoopee! Okay, 2 mana. I got a 1, 2, 3 drops. This seems pretty good. Hopefully I draw a land. Are decks with more than 2 colors common? Usually not. That being said, in the current standard environment, there are a couple of pretty powerful 3-color decks out there. Usually people don't like to go that many colors because it's more likely you're not going to get the color of mana that you want. And you could just be stuck with a bunch of cards in your hand that can't be used. So that's why most people go 2-color, because it gives them access to quite a bit of variety of cards. It's just once you get above 2, it's like, yeah, you got even more variety, but you have a lot bigger chance of not getting what you need. They have a 2-3, and I can't get through a 2-3 with my creatures, so I didn't draw land, so I play that. No attacks. Oh, they have a warrior deck? Oh. Goblin Chain Whirler. Does 1 damage to each creature when it enters the battlefield. No blocks. I don't think I've seen this deck before. A warrior tribal deck? Neat. Alright, let's kill that Goblin Chain Whirler. Make it die. And attack with my 2 zombies. Okay, so they have 2 Thorn Lieutenants and a Sorrowform Hybrid. Man, they're going all in on this tribal deck. That's super interesting. The likelihood of me getting through is not high, so let's just play this creature out. I'm not going to attack this turn. Oh, not this thing again. And they gave it a +1/+1 counter. Vicious Offering. Yay, that's exactly what we need. So, we're going to sack. God, none of these are great sack outlets. No. Let's get rid of this. We're gonna kill. Oh, cancel. Oh dear, almost killed the wrong thing. This. Kill that thing. Sacrifice that thing. Gotta make sure you do it in the right order, or else you could accidentally kill your own creature. Do I attack? No attacks. Oh no. Oh no. All of their warriors get +1/+1. And their warriors, and whenever they cast a warrior, they draw extra cards. This is not great. Ooh, what do we have? We have a 1-drop, a 2-drop, and a 3-drop. Guys. I'm gonna get little guys. Let's get Gutter Bones. Doom to Center. Deathbloom Ballad. I just got 3 dudes back all at the same time. Yeah! I should still not attack though. Gruesome Menagerie. Pretty cool. Ugh. There's their 3rd copy of Thorn Lieutenant. There's a 3/4 with reach. Ugh. All these guys with big butts. Eldest Reborn. Each opponent sacrifices a creature or planeswalker. Take that. Discard 1. get rid of one of your things. Ha. Got him. Unfortunately, they still have a bunch of 3/4s, so I can't really get through, so no attacks. And I'm gonna hold on to this swamp in my hand to make them think that we have something. Oh no. Planeswalkers are special cards that...
No one said restoration was painless.
They just blew up my Eldest Reborn. They have 3 different abilities, and each turn you get to activate one. As long as their number in the bottom right-hand corner, you have enough to do it. So you either add to it or you subtract from it. Their abilities are usually stronger the farther down the card you get. So that -8 gets an emblem. With creatures you control, get +2/+2, have vigilance, trample, and indestructible. Yeah, that's a really good ability. Oh dear. Yeah, Planeswalkers are interesting people. So now they're using their +1 to look at the top 4 cards of the library. You may reveal a card or land from among them, put it into their hand. So they just got an extra guy. They just drew an extra card. And there's Rhythm of the Wild. Man, why do we keep fighting these red-green decks? Yes, they do also absorb damage, because when I attack, I have to either choose to attack the player or the Planeswalker. Ugh. So they're gonna go get another Growth Guardian. Alright. Vicious Offering. I can kill one of their things. Let's kill that thing. No, cancel. Am I doing this right? Okay. Just wanted to double check. Kill that thing. Sacrifice this guy. Yeah. Not being able to choose what enemy you want to kill can be a big thing. Do I attack? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 creatures that can attack. They have 4 blockers. No attacks. Because all their things are much bigger than mine. It is much more advantageous for me to just sit back and wait.
Balance comes.
That being said, I don't think I'm necessarily winning this game. Look, that other Growth Chamber Guardian. They're going to go find another Growth Chamber Guardian. Or not. I guess they don't have another one. Either that or they already have the other 2 copies in their hand. Oh, jeez. Ooh, Menace. That means the creature has to be blocked by 2 or more creatures. You can't just block it with 1. Hey guys, I think we're gonna lose. They got a lot of really big guys.
Meet my newest friend.
No, there is absolutely no limit to how many of any card you can have out. You can have as many creatures out as you want. You can have as many lands as you want. You can have as many enchantments. Was that a hiccup voice? Not intentionally, but sure. Oh, great. Oh, here it comes. Here it goes, here it goes, here it goes again. Do we just die here? Let's find out. No, we don't just die, but we are taking 11. This is gonna hurt. Unless some of these things have trample and I don't realize it. Ouchies! Oh dear. Well, yeah, that's a lot of dudes. If you go throughout all of Magic's history, there are some specific cards that allow you to quote unquote go infinite. And you'll be able to just have infinite mana available, or draw infinite cards, or get infinite creatures. None of that is actually in standard right now, which is good. But like, if you play other formats, you can easily get infinite of anything, and then you just... Yeah, it's a little ludicrous. Oh, look, it's a second Planeswalker. Oh, great. Just made all his creatures bigger. Oh, dear. I think we lose here. Lol, I want to see infinity. Well, I can't do it right now. But it is pretty amusing. Yeah, I mean, you can have as many Planeswalkers out as you want, unless they are the exact same Planeswalker. Whoop, whoop, nope, that's not what I wanted. Go back. But hey, we cast enough black spells. Now we just need to play 25 lands. So, I think I'm done with that black deck. It was fun, but obviously we didn't win against that very aggressive red-green deck. Okay. Let's make a new deck. I want to make a deck based around artifacts. Artifacts are colorless spells that are artifacts. There are artifact creatures, and there's artifact equipment, which you cast for the number in the top right, and then you can equip it for the bottom spell, and then it's just equipped to your creature all the time. Like, this is a pretty easy one. You cast it for 1, you equip it to a creature for 1, and your creature just gets a +1/+1. And if the creature that's equipped dies, this just falls off and stays there, and you can equip it to the next creature you want. Yeah, I really need to have some sort of big kill spell to get rid of everything on the battlefield. Suspicious bookcase. Do I have any good artifacts? No. No, I don't. I actually don't really have any good. Yeah. Equipment artifacts are pretty cool. You got basic artifacts that just sit there like an enchantment. Artifact creatures act like creatures, obviously. Meteor Golem? He's not very strong, but when he enters, you just destroy something. Which means you can kill one of their creatures, or an artifact, or an enchantment, or a planeswalker. So that's why he costs so much and is just a small creature, because he can kill quite a bit when he does come into the battlefield. Alright, I think I do want to build an artifact deck, but I want blue cards to go with it. Because blue has some cards that are like, oh, if you have artifacts, they're better and stuff. Like this guy. He's a 1/2 for 1, but he gets +1/0 as long as you control an artifact. So let's throw 3 of those in there. The historic spells. Historic spells are artifacts, legendary cards, like any card that is a legendary, or sagas. So the enchantment sagas, the ones that do 3 things in a row, those count as historic as well. So I might end up doing some historic stuff in this deck as well, but I don't think so. Let's see. What do all these cards do? Oh, man. Ooh, I like Blink of an Eye. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. This spell, if it was kicked, draw a card. Yes, the curves are so good. Yeah, when you can get guys on every turn, it feels so good, and it really makes your opponent very sad. Do I actually have any sort of artifact cards? Oh, here we go. Aviation Pioneer. It's a 1/2 that comes in with a 1/1 Thopter artifact creature token with flying. That's what I want to see. Bounce their thing. And if I cast it during my main phase, card organizing the game. Yes. Yeah, I could search for just the term artifact, but I kind of just want to look through and see if there's anything else that's good, because I could find some other stuff that doesn't necessarily have anything to do with artifacts, but will play into this deck anyways. Sai, Master Thopterist. Whenever you cast an artifact spell, create a Thopter, and for 1 and a blue, sacrifice 2 artifacts. I get to draw a card. So I think I like him. Ugh, jeez. I'm going to make another one. That might not be wise, but I'm going to do it anyways. Tempest Djinn is always a good guy because he gets +1/0 for each island you control. And this deck is going to be pretty much mono blue because artifacts can be played with any color. So he's probably going to be pretty good. Waterknot is a way to get rid of opponent's creatures as well. You can just capture them in water and keep them tapped down forever. Is any artifact considered an artifact spell? Unless it's a token. So if it's an actual card that is an artifact, yes. But you can't cast an artifact token. It just enters the battlefield. So yeah, so pretty much Sai means whenever you play an artifact card, you get an extra artifact token. And that's good. That's a good thing. Sleep is cruel and unusual, and I love it. Tap all creatures your target player controls. Those creatures don't untap during that player's next untap step. Just stay there forever. Oh, this guy is not good. But if we control an artifact, we get to draw a card when he enters the battlefield. I don't think I want to put him in the deck if I can help it. Here we go. Planeswalker time. Oh yeah. Waterknots are so good against green decks. Tezzeret, Artifact Master. +1, create a Thopter. 0, draw a card. If you control 3 or more artifacts, you draw 2 cards instead. -9, you get an emblem with, at the beginning of your end step, search your library for a permanent card, put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle your library. A permanent is a land, creature, enchantment, or artifact. Pretty much anything that isn't an instant or sorcery. I'm going to go ahead and put Tezzeret in there. And you know what? This is a bad idea.
Your doom.
I'll get another one and put him in as well. Oh, shoot. You know what I didn't do? There. I forgot to put the other Sai in. Now he's in there. Do-do. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. I think I'm also going to put Zahid in here because I can pay 3 and a blue and tap an untapped artifact I control to play this 5/6 flyer. Yeah, Tezzeret is all about artifacts. He loves artifacts on pretty much every single version of his card, because he's got like many different Tezzeret Planeswalker cards at this point. Yeah, legendary creatures, and especially the Planeswalkers, if you keep up with the lore of the Magic the Gathering series, they're usually the main characters and where the story revolves. The story revolves around them. Tezzeret is a bad guy that works under Nicol Bolas, the dragon that we defeated in the tutorial of the last episode. So this is just an angsty, angry boy that is half robot. And he just works for an evil dragon. Ooh, Rever's Rebuke. Return all non-land permanents target player controls to their owner's hand. Make all of my opponent's things go away. I like that. It's very cruel and unusual. Okay. Alright, let's actually get into some of my artifacts. First thing I'm going to do is grab 3 cards that aren't artifacts. But it is Karn, Scion of Urza. He's a robot planeswalker, and he's technically not an artifact, which sucks. But, for +1, reveal the top 2 cards of your library. An opponent chooses one of them, put that card into your hand, and exile the other with a silver counter on it. -1, put a card you own with a silver counter on it from exile into your hand. So his +1 draws you one of 2 cards, whatever your opponent wants you to have, and his -1 allows you to get the card that they didn't want you to have. And then he has a -2, which is create a 0/0 colorless construct artifact creature token with this creature gets +1/+1 for each artifact you control. So the more artifacts you have, these things just keep getting bigger. And I think that sounds fantastic. Let's see. I'm going to put 1 Meteor Golem in this deck. It's probably going to be horrible for me. Oh, jeez. Let's see. Let's get a short sword. Oh, no. Get out. I'll use one of my common cards to get another short sword. I'm so bad at this. Let's get a bunch of 2/1s for no reason. Sigiled Sword of Valerian. Play for 3, equip for 3. Equip creature gets +2/0 and has vigilance and is a knight in addition to its other types. Whenever equipped creature attacks, create a 2/2 white knight creature token with vigilance that's attacking. That sounds like an excellent sword to give to a flying Thopter. Forebear's Blade. Equipped creature gets +3/0, has vigilance and trample, and when that creature dies, attach it to target creature you control. Sure, let's just get a bunch of random swords and give them to flying Thopters. I think that's what we're going to do. That's going to be our game plan. Make too many guys and hit them in the face with it. I still don't have enough cards. Crap. Let's get some, okay. What's my stats? I need more creatures. I probably need more creatures. Maybe some bigger creatures. Let's... Juggernaut. I'm not going to put you in Juggernaut, but Juggernaut is a very old card. It's from the very first set. Has been reprinted in many sets afterwards. 4 mana for a 5/3. It has to attack each combat, and it can't be blocked by walls. It's a fun one. Gearsmith Guardian gets plus 2/0 as long as you control a blue creature. We'll put 2 of those in. I'm not super happy about it, but that's what's happening here. A wall is a creature type. So, like, something could be a zombie, something could be a wall. Like this. This is an artifact creature wall. More often than not, they have the ability Defender, which means this creature cannot attack. It literally just sits there and is supposed to be a wall and block enemy attacks. So the Juggernaut cannot be blocked by walls, which means you have to block with something that can actually hurt it. Yeah. Yeah, wall is not a type that is used a whole lot anymore. Way back in the day, you know what, I'll put this Sparring Construct in. And this Diamond Mare, just because. There, now I have enough cards. Because we don't need that many islands. There we go. Done. Yeah, back in the day, every card that all walls automatically had the ability Defender, and they were the only things with Defender. It was kind of weird. They've fixed it since then so that Defender is its own separate thing from being a wall. That being said, if you see any walls, they're probably going to have Defender. New deck. Artifact Junk. I think that seems like a good name for this. Okay. Take us home. So even if it boosted Defender's attack to 1 or more, it still can't attack. Correct. But it could hurt things that it's blocking. Get out, Sword of Zombies. We need Artifact Junk. Yeah, so it would be able to hurt and possibly kill things at that point, but it just can't attack anything. Von Darkholm. Ooh. This isn't great, but I'm gonna keep it. Because Karn's my boy. It's an elf. Well, what if I play this 2/1 artifact creature Scarecrow with no abilities? Oh, great. They're a green deck that's going to try to ramp big, so I'm going to hold on to this Water Knot until I can grapple something with it. I'm not going to attack, because that would be bad. Get out of here, Scorpion. Keep moving. Oh dear. Oh no. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 for each forest you control. That seems bad. It's gonna hurt us. I'm not gonna block it though. I'm gonna let them hit me. What do you do? Look at the top 4 cards of your library, reveal a creature or land, put it into your hand, or no, put it on top of your library. Put the rest on the bottom in a random order. Okay. Oh no, Goreclaw. I'm not happy with any of this. This is all how we say butts. Okay, the Druid of the Cow, that's going to stay tapped forever. Still not going to attack with my Field Creeper. Oh no! This is very bad. Now they got a 12/12 with Trample. That will kill me very quickly. I think their team needs to go to sleep. And I might as well attack I don't think I'm going to get a chance to do it again. Oh, this is where we die. Okay, I see. Alright, Karn. Get in here.
I will fight for my friends. A curious choice.
Oh dear. This is gonna go real bad. Because they're gonna give us that land. Okay. Well, I'll play the land. And then I'm not going to attack. Do I just die here? No. I'm going to go to 1. Unless they attack Karn. They could attack Karn. Oh, no, I'm just dead now. Because that creature now has +7/+7 and trample. Oh, yeah, that's just me dead. Okay. Ow. Owie! Ow woo woo! I am very dead. Well, we played enough lands. I want to try to play this deck again. See if I can make it work. It's built out of a pile of garbage cards, but I'm going to try it again. Correct. You don't actually have to attack the Planeswalker. You could completely ignore it. It is often a good idea to do so, because the Planeswalker can do things, pretty powerful effects, but you can just ignore it and kill the opponent instead. Alright, 3 mana, 2, 3, 3, 3. Yeah, that seems good. Seems more aggressive. Oh, and I can play a knife on turn 1. Alright, they are playing white and blue. Oh. Tetsuko Umezawa, Fugitive. Legendary creature, human rogue. Creatures you control with power or toughness 1 or less can't be blocked. So I won't be able to block Tetsuko. She will just be able to get in and hit me whenever she wants. Yep, couldn't do a thing about it. But you know what? I can also attack them in the face. And I'm going to play an Aviation Pioneer. And get a flying 1/1. Yeah, especially it is pretty dangerous not being able to block them. That being said, it is only 1 power. That being said, if they get a creature that's like 5 power with 1 toughness, that could be a real bad thing. Grappling Sundew. It's an 0/4 with Defender and Reach, which means it can block flying things. But why? And it can get indestructible, so that's a thing. Forebear's Blade. That could be fun. Or I could play Karn. But you know what? I think first I'm going to actually lock down their wall here. Because this is going to allow me... Oh, I should have equipped the sword. I should have equipped the sword. It would have been 1 extra damage. So, you know what? I'll equip it to my flyer. Port Call is fine. It's another defender. And they can sacrifice a creature with defender to draw a card. See, there's a plant wall. And this was just a plant. Got another land. This one doesn't have reach, so I'll be able to get in with my Thopter. But you know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and play Karn.
I will defend my allies.
And I'm going to make myself a friend.
Say hello to my little friend.
Oh my gosh. I hope that came through and you could hear that, but he just said, "Aw, say hello to my little friend." Oh my goodness, Karn. So this is a 4/4 because I control 1, 2, 3, 4 artifacts. Alright. Gonna hit him in the face. Alright, what they gonna do? They got a lot of cards in hand, though I don't think they have as many lands as they want, because they've only played 3 lands, and we're up to 5, so they missed lands a couple of turns here now. Oh no! They're unblockable creature. Hit Karn. How could they? That's fine. I'm gonna plus Karn this time.
You may regret that choice.
Alright, are they gonna give me the land? Of course. But that's fine. I'm actually 100% okay with that, because now I can play the Forebear's Blade. And I can equip it to my Thopter. So now I have a 5/2 Vigilance Trample Flying Thopter. Do I want to attack with everything? Yes, I want to attack with everything. They're not, like, being dangerous at all, so bring it on. Yes, you can kill off your own Planeswalker by reducing it to 0. That being said, you cannot pay a cost that is more than how much loyalty they have. So, for example, if Karn was at 1, I would not be able to use his -2 ability. I would only be able to use his -1. Oftentimes, Planeswalkers are designed in a way that you have to plus them 2 or 3 times, and then they have an ultimate ability that costs quite a bit, and people will just go ahead and kill off their Planeswalker to get that power. But I'm going to let you know that actually doesn't happen very often. And hey, we won! We did it! We did the thing. We killed our opponents. Let's do it again. Let's try it again. See if we can kill people again. That is a lot of lands. Oh, wow, that is a lot of lands. I'm going to keep it, but I'm not going to be happy about it. Are all the Planeswalkers fully voiced? Yes. All the Planeswalkers in this set, at least. Planeswalkers are a pretty rare occurrence, all things considered. Each set generally only has 1, 2, maybe 3 Planeswalkers in it. And they're always mythics. They are always super difficult, hard to achieve and get cards. And now I say all that, and this next set that's coming out is throwing all of that out the window. Let's just make that go away. This next set, the creators have said that it's called War of the Spark, and there are going to be 36 Planeswalkers. Because it's supposed to be the big culmination point where everyone's killing each other. Bounce that back to your hand, and because it's during the main phase, I draw a card. Wonderful. It didn't really do much, but okay. So yeah, this next set is probably going to have some Planeswalkers for the first time ever that are not mythics. We're definitely going to get some rares. We may even also get some uncommon Planeswalkers. But because we've never had anything that low before, no one has any idea how strong these cards are even going to be. How many cards are released in a new set? 160 to 250. It's a big range, but most recent sets have been about 250. So, it's big. Oh no, here we go. Alright, they have 3 creatures, which means they gain a life, it gets +2/+2. And the Ajani's Pridemate gets a +1/+1 counter because they gain life. This is what I was trying to prevent earlier. Alright, let's block. You gonna make it bigger? Probably gonna make it bigger. Yeah, it got +2/+2. Yep, killed my dude. I saw that coming. I don't need 2 Tezzerets. Thank you, deck.
You were fooled. I learned a few tricks on Kaladesh.
Alright, this is all butts. Ugh. No attacks. I don't have anything good right now. Oh no, that's even worse. You notice like special animations, those often happen for either legendary creatures or the mythics, which are the golden symbols. So yeah. I'm about to take all of its health, so you know what, get in the way. I would like to keep Tezzeret for a little bit. No! Yeah, I would agree. Bounce that. Oh yeah, the Phoenix Owl that just keeps coming back. It's pretty good. Hey, yes, Water Knot locked down that giant primate forever. Great, I love it. Like, that's a really good thing for me. Alright. Alright, good. Ooh. Militia Bugler's gonna go get them another thing. Oh, of course, it's another Johnny's primate. Mono white aggro is definitely a thing. Alright, you know what? This isn't great, but I'm gonna double block it. Killing off their creature. But it's also killing their stuff off. Ooh, Aviation Pioneer. Get back. Plus you again.
A master builds with ease.
There, got a bunch of blockers again. And here comes another Johnny's Primate. But no block, no attacks. I like this.
I made you a gift.
More guys. No attacks. End turn. Yeah, the Psi Master Thopterist would not be doing much here because these have all been tokens, so none of them would have been triggering, allowing us to draw cards. If I go in here, I can see we could have sacrificed artifacts to draw some cards, but we wouldn't have been getting extra Thopters. We haven't found any of our actual artifact spells this game. Well, here comes that angel back. Okay. I would like to keep him alive. So I'm going to chump block both of those guys.
Silent obedient perfection.
Next turn, he's going to get hit because I don't have enough blockers. It's not good. Seems like they have a thing against him. Yeah, it's probably because very soon he could get his ultimate off, which would do some nasty things. Because I just, for the rest of the game, get to get a thing out of my deck every turn. What are they doing? That's really dumb. They could have actually hurt him this turn. I mean, they killed all my stuff, so that's not great. Okay, what you doing? What you doing? Oh, you're playing another guy. Can I please stop drawing lands?
It is the ideal subordinate.
Well, Tezzeret, it was nice knowing you. I think you're dead now. I was trying to get greedy and go to try to get that ultimate, but that was a bad choice. I should have just let him die a lot earlier. Kept all my creatures around. Alright. Come on in. Alright, no blocks. He's dead.
I'm not finished with you.
Yeah, and I have another copy here, so I can play another one. That being said, he's not going to be anywhere near the same... he's not going to have the same amount at all. I'm going to play this one a little differently. Because this time, I'm just going to draw a card. Let me draw a card. Opponent, let me draw the card.
Let's see how you respond to genius.
Hey, look, I got a bunch of dudes. Not that it's gonna matter. Oh, I can attack with this Thopter. No attacks. Bring it. Oh no. Goodbye, Tezzeret.
A lucky win.
Well, that just took him and put him into the cage. And he will stay there forever. Well, you know what? I don't think I'm winning this, so I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to concede. This game is not going anywhere. Time for it to done. Time for it to be done. Hello, Gate Deck. How are you today? No, I want that button. This is a silly deck, because it's 5 color and there's no reason it should be. Oh, I just realized I don't have something in this deck. Get those seal-aways out of here. Yes, rainbow deck for the win. Gates are fun. I need... Oops. Okay. How do I get to the end of the list? Come on. Come on. A little farther. Keep going. Okay, here we go. Blue-green. Growth Spiral. Draw a card. You may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield. That's an extra land. Just, you get an extra land. It's pretty good. I'm going to get rid of an Open to the Gates and put an extra Growth Spiral in instead. Done. I don't know if the balancing is good now. Whatever. Let's go with it. This is a silly deck, and I love it. Bum, Dum bum bum bum. Oh no, I'm fighting another Ajani. Another Catman. Ooh, this is a bad hand. This is a horrible hand. I can't do anything with this hand. Mulligan away! Oh no, this is worse. I mean, we'll keep it because it has 3 lands. Don't want a 6-drop right now. Oh dear. Hello, person. Hello. Oh. They're playing the zombie deck now. I would like to get some green, white, and black as soon as possible. So, green-black it is. Oh, I should have played this one, because then I could play the blue-black next turn and have 4 colors down. Oh well. Zombie deck has nothing on my deck. Maybe. Open the gate. Search your library for a basic land card or gate card, because I don't have any basic lands in here. Reveal it and put it in my hand. I'm going to go blue-green, because I have all the colors at this point. Next turn, I really need to play the Selesnya or Orzhov Guild Gates. Yep, hit me for 3. Ooh, they didn't play anything. Let's go with the Orzhov Guild Gate. I could really use a creature now. Or not another gate. Something that is not a gate. Bring it on. Hit me. Bring it on. Ouchies. They have hurt me. Yes. Oh, there they go. Yeah, they're playing a very similar deck to us. Or deck to what we were playing. Alright, I'm gonna play the Simic Guild Gate. I could play Cast Down, but just to use all my mana, I'm gonna play this Mortify instead. Kill off their Demon of Catastrophes. Get rid of their big guy. Fun fact, a number of years ago, there was a different set of cards that was all about the gates as well. And there was a land in it that said if you had controlled 10 different kinds of gates, you could play that land and win the game. You just win the game. Doesn't matter what life totals are at, you just win for doing something really silly. And I would love to have that right now. Oh, and they sacked a creature to draw 3 cards. Okay. That's fine by me, because I'm going to play a creature. It's a goat. Let's play another land. I don't think it really matters which one we play right now. Diplomatic victory condition. Oh, I have a different, very silly deck that I should play after this one. It's based completely around alternate win condition. You don't care what your opponent's life total is. You're more concerned with your opponent's library. Because if someone tries to... Oh. My goat is dead. Or technically sheep. But if you try to draw a card and you have no cards left in your library, you lose the game. They did it again. They did it again. The monsters. I don't want to play a 1/1. That seems bad. Next. End turn. This thing has an X in its cost, so we can put as much mana in there as we want. And next turn, I'll be able to put 4 mana into that slot. Ooh, red green. Sounds good. Let's say X is 4. Which is going to draw me 2 cards, gain me 2 life, and now I have a 4/4 flying trample Jellyfish Hydra Beast. The Hydroid Crisis? Yeah, it's a lot of text, but so whatever the X cost is, you get that many +1/+1 counters on it, so that's how big it's going to be. And then you gain half of that as life and draw half of that life. It's a very, very good card. It's the most expensive card out of the latest set if you're playing physical, actual Magic. That being said, the opponents killed it right away, so it didn't even matter. Let's draw another card. There we go. Guild Summit. Tap, tap, and tap. How many more cards do we want to draw? You know what? Let's draw 3. Let's draw 3 cards. Boom. Oop. And play that land. And draw another card. Woo! Drawing all the cards! And now we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 5 kill spells in hand. It's kind of silly. Let's draw another card. Let's put that down and draw another card. And then we're going to play this Gate Colossus. We're going to open the gates. They killed my dude. That's okay. It's not a big deal because I'll be able to get him back. Because his last line of text, when a gate enters the battlefield under your control, you may put Gate Colossus from your graveyard on top of your library. And whenever you play a gate, I draw a card. Alright, we don't have one of these out, so I'll grab that. And I haven't technically played a land yet this turn, so I want the Gate Colossus trigger to go off first. So put it back on top of my library, and then draw a card, getting my Gate Colossus back and replaying the Gate Colossus. Man, I love this deck. This is when it gets silly. So now I have an 8/8 that they can't do anything about. And I have all these spells that I could just kill everything with. Oh no, Gruesome Menagerie. They're getting presumably 3 creatures back. Oh no, only 2. Your creatures are small and cannot get in the way of my Gate Colossus, because it cannot be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. Or they could just play another demon, I guess. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. Come on down. And let me cast down that demon. Oh, it's so silly. My turn. Next. Next. All attack. They cannot block. I hit them for 8. Let's play Gatebreaker Ram. It's a 13/13 with Vigilance and Trample. Hello, Aaron Blevins. Welcome. We are playing Magic and doing very silly things with a 5-color gate deck, which is based around all these dual-colored lands denoted as gates. It allows us to play really big things for cheaper than what they should be. You know what? He really is playing the black zombie skeleton deck. No. Let me mortify your Death Baron. That being said, you're still killing my sheep, and it makes me sad. Hello, Sage! Hello! Hey, hello everyone that is in here. Yes, this is a 5-color deck. It's all 5 colors of magic. It is real silly, if I'm being completely honest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That'll do 11 damage to everything that will kill my Gate Colossus, which is not great. But I really do need to stay alive, so I'm just going to burn everything. Alright. 4 to 4. What they got? Oh, they just drew another land. We didn't draw a spell. Because this only burns creatures, and this only burns creatures. What's the curve? It's really stupid. I got like... After this game, I can show you what the curve is, because it's not good. It's mainly 1, 2, 3 drops, and then I have things like 8 drops in there. But I'm usually playing them for 4 mana, because it costs 1 less for every gate that's out there. Okay, first up. Death Baron, you gotta die. And that gets exiled because that's how Lava Coil works. Then, Rakdos Guildgate. Make sure to put Gate Colossus on first. Put him back on top of my library. Then draw a card. And then replay Gate Colossus. Boom! And that is how you play a big guy. Okay, opponent, what you got? Oh, they have a creature that can block us. And they can exile a creature card from the graveyard to create a tapped 2/2 black zombie creature token. Well, it's tapped, so it can't even block us. And I have this Lava Coil that's going to say this Graveyard Marshal's not going to be doing any blocking next turn either. How many are you going to make? They can do it one more time. Yep. That's cool. Lava Coil. Bring out your Graveyard Marshal. And let's go to attacks. Oh, I can't say good game. There we go. Got it. We win! I killed a man with a giant robot. Yay! Victory! Okay. Here, let's look at the ludicrous 5-color gate deck. This button. Okay, so if I click this, we can see my curve is 5 1 drops, 11 2 drops, 14 3 drops, and then 6 cards that are 6 or more mana. Yes, direct kill spells are the way I like to play. I don't like to mess around with just doing X amount of damage or making things minus. I want things to die. So my deck has 3 Hired Poisoners, which are 1/1 with Death Touch. They help stop me from dying in the early part of the game, which if you were able to see that whole game, you can tell I can't do a whole lot at the beginning. Open the Gates allows me to go get gates that I need in my 5-color deck and play them. So this is what I'm wanting to do first couple turns. I have 2 copies of Blink of an Eye to get my opponent's creatures out of there, 2 cast downs to kill things, 2 Lava Coils to do the same thing. I have 3 copies of Growth Spiral, which allow me to play an extra land on my turn, in addition to drawing, so that's always good. 2 Hydroid Krasis, which are technically 2 drops, but I'm never playing those for less than like 6 mana total. So that should really be up here in this pile. Then we have 4 copies of Gatebreaker Ram, which is a 2/2 for 3, but it gets +1/+1 for each gate I control, which is pretty much every single land in my deck. So by the time I'm able to play it, usually on turn 4, it's already a 5/5 And as long as I control 2 or more gates, it has Vigilance and Trample. So it's a 5/5 with Vigilance and Trample, and it just gets bigger the more lands I play. Guild Summit. You can tap extra gates. Yes, Jellyfish Hydra Beast is pretty funny. Guild Summit is a 3-mana enchantment. When it enters, I can tap extra gates to draw extra cards, and then in the future, whenever I play a gate, I draw a card. These are really good at allowing me to get to all my other stuff that I need. 4 copies of Gates Ablaze, which does X damage to each creature, where X is the number of gates you control. Just kill everything. Please note that Gates Ablaze can never kill a Gatebreaker Ram, because the Gatebreaker Ram gets plus X, where X is the same as whatever Gates Ablaze does. So Gatebreaker Ram will always have 2 extra health, allowing it to survive anything Gates Ablaze can do to it, which is nice. So I can kill everything off except for pretty much my Gatebreaker Rams. Very rarely does anything else live. Mortify is just a destroy target creature or enchantment, because I want to have some way to deal with enchantments. Enchantments can be pretty frustrating to deal with. And then in my way too expensive slot, I have 2 copies of Archway Angel, which is a 3/4 flyer, and when it enters the battlefield, you gain 2 life for each gate you control. So usually when you play this, you're gaining 12 or 14 life, because you probably have 6 or 7 gates in play by that point. So this can just, by the time you get there, you just refresh your entire life total, and your opponent just feels sad forever. And then I have 4 copies of Gate Colossus, which cost 1 less to cast for every gate you control. So usually I'm paying 3 or 4 mana to actually play this thing. It can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less, and whenever a gate enters the battlefield, if this guy's in your graveyard, you can just put him on top of your library, which combos so well with the Guild Summit, which we just saw in that battle, where I can just put this on top of my library and then immediately draw it with the Guild Summit, and then probably immediately play it back out. It's really good. And then I have 2 copies of all 10 different guild gates for all the different dual colors. I really don't need that many. Honestly, my color separation is probably leaning towards needing a lot less white, but I don't think it really matters. Fun deck. Thanks for going through it. I should be able to beat it 100% of the time, no problem now. Sure. I believe you. I also have some specialty lands down here. I have the Gateway Plaza, which, when it enters the battlefield, it enters tapped, and you also have to pay 1 mana, so you have to tap another land. But this deck is so slow, it usually doesn't matter. And then it can tap for any 1 color you want, which is great. It just taps for any of the colors you need. It's even slower than the gates, which is hard to do. So that's why I only have 2 of these in the deck. I don't want to have 4 of them, because they could just slow me down way too much. And then I only have 2 lands in this entire deck that are not gates. Plaza of Harmony. And if it enters the battlefield, if you control 2 or more gates, you gain 3 life. So this just allows me to gain a little bit of health there whenever I get these. If I get this early, it's sort of sad, because it can only tap for colorless, or it can add 1 mana of any type that a gate you control could produce. So it can't give all the colors unless you already have gates that cover all the colors. But by that point, so if I had a Gateway Plaza and this, it taps for everything, because this taps for everything, and it's a gate. This deck is really silly, and I love it. Alright. It is currently 7:47 where I live right now. I think I'm going to take a short break to go stretch my legs, get a drink of water, maybe relieve my bladder, stuff like that. And then when I come back, I will see if anybody wants to fight in Discord, aka Scott. So, we're going to do a brief break here, and then we'll come back and we'll do that. So, see you guys in a little bit. Okay. Back to it. I'm back. Hello, everybody. Is everyone still here? Did people leave? Oh, I guess I'm still on the blind screen. Boop. There we go. Now people can see things. Alright, so, do I have any patrons that would like to play a game with me? Does anyone want to fight me in a scrap battle to the death? In a direct challenge? Aaron Blovin says they want to play. Cool. Well, I know Scott also wants to play. I think Scott's going to get me their code first. Because I know Scott is one of my patrons. I know we're... if you go to the direct challenge area, you can actually see what your code is. Like right here, here's my code. A lot of people just got Arena about a week ago. All right. All right, so I'm going to play Scott first. And I'm not going to use the gate deck because that's kind of cruel. I think I'm going to try to use my Sword of Zombies deck. So we're going to have to see how this goes. Okay, bye Scott. Just got my laptop a week ago, been wanting to play for a while. I know that feeling. I know the feeling of wanting to play things and then just having to not because you don't have the right system or whatever. Because for the longest time I only ever had a Mac growing up, and Macs don't really play video games. First thing I downloaded. Nice. Alright, Scott, choose to, if you're having issues, type in my name, like I have there, and then select a deck you would like to use, and then hit challenge at the bottom. You gotta make sure you collect the deck thing first. So how's everybody been doing today? Everybody having a good Wednesday? I guess today's Wednesday, isn't it? Oh, time flies. Ah, you need to find the direct challenge icon. Okay. I've been having a pretty good week myself. Good day. Just kind of been relaxing. Been doing a lot of editing and recording over the last couple days. Getting things ready for future episodes of everything. Oh, I see what the problem is. I got it, I got it. I'm the one that's incorrect. Because we need the... I needed the 22 at the end. Let's try this. There we go. I didn't type it incorrectly. That's how we do it. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 5, and 5. 2 mana. Is this okay? Probably not. Let's do it. Alright. Go ahead and play our 1-1, or our 2-1 for 1. He can come back forever. Oh, they are playing red-black. Let's hit them in the face. And then play another 2-power creature for 1 mana. That comes in tapped. Yeah, I mean, I definitely should have mulled that. But I'm playing casually, so I'm less concerned about making sure I have a good hand. Because right now, I'm in a bad spot, because I didn't draw another land. Okay, let's hit him in the face. And let's play our good old skeleton friend. Alright, they got 3 mana. Ravenous Harpy. Flying. 1, sacrifice another creature, put a +1/+1 counter on it. So it can eat other things to get bigger. Well, what if I just kill it? Goodbye, Harpy. Take 5 damage to the face. Wow, we have 3 5-drops in our hand now. Brawl Bash Ogre is a 3/3 with Menace, which means it has to be blocked by 2 or more creatures. And if it attacks, you may sacrifice another creature. If you do, it gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Gross. Hey, we got another swamp. Play another friend. And let's not attack. Because that ogre would just kill and eat any of our little buddies that we would send in there. What you gonna do? No! Active treason. Gain control of target creature until end of turn. Untap that creature. Gains haste until end of turn. Oh, crap. Now you're going to eat it? I would. That's the smart thing to do. So now it's a 5/5 with Menace. If only I had a way of blocking it. I do. That was sarcasm. Everything died. But my Death Bloom Ballad does get me a little sapperling. And I can get my Gutter Bones back if I hurt them. Let's attack with everything. Now I can bring this Gutter Bones back. And then cast it. There we go. Because Gutter Bones can only get out of your graveyard if you hurt the opponent that turn. Like, if your opponent lost life that turn. Ugh, it's another one. Well, I think we're going to have a vicious offering to destroy that creature and get rid of our reassembling skeleton. Got him. 3 more damage to the face. Man, having 3 5-drop or 4 5 drops in hand is not great. Goblin Trash Master. Other goblins get +1/+1. Sadly, they don't have any other goblins. Let's play another Deathbloom Thallid. And not attack. They are very close to dead, though. Crap. Now they got a bunch of goblins everywhere. And their own reassembling skeleton. I gotta land! That's really good for me. I'm gonna attack with my Thallid. Get rid of some of their massive piles of meat. Get my skeleton back. Swag goblin. All of this is bad. Wait, you know what? You know what? I'm not gonna block any of it. I have 20 health still. I'll let them hit me. I'll let them tap down their creatures. Oh, I can finally do it. Guys, I can do it. I can do it. Okay. Hit them with everything. They are going to block and kill 2 of my creatures, but I'm going to hit them for 2. But that's okay, because now I'm going to play Gruesome Menagerie. And get that back. Oh, I don't have a 2-drop in there? How do I not have a 2-drop in there? Alright, well, fine. I get 2 guys back. Only one is untapped. Oops. That being said, they can't really attack me right now because they only have 2 health. Crap! This is a good card. When it enters the battlefield, create 3 1/1 goblins, and you can pay 2 mana to sack a goblin, do 2 damage to anything. And because he has the Goblin Trash Master, all of his goblins get +1/+1. Too many goblins. No, you cannot attack with a tapped creature, and most creatures have Summoning Sickness, which means they can't attack the turn you play them either. Eldest Reborn, sacrifice a creature, please. Get rid of one of those random goblins. Wait, what? Oh, of course. The reassembling skeleton can just come back. I am a dummy. Oops. Oh crap. Not another one of those. Oh, that's a lot of goblins in my face. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 11 damage. No blocks. Now my opponent must discard a card. And I'm going to play Open the Graves. Attack with everything. You can't block enough damage. You only left 2 guys back. And 2 guys cannot block enough damage, so I win. I'm sorry, Scott, but you attacked with 1 too many creatures there. Well, hey, now you know. Next time, you'll just need to make sure to not attack with quite as many guys. Okay. Okay, Aaron, I know you're... I'm assuming you are not one of our patrons, but I think we only have 1 patron that wants to play right now, so... Oof, I'm a little burpy right now. If you want to play, I think that's okay. I'm not going to do this most times, but if you give me your screen, or your screen name, I will challenge you. I had low lands and high creatures out the gate. That's why I took so much damage. Great game, though. It was so close. Yeah. It was a lot of fun, Scott. There were a couple of points there where I thought I was going to lose. Okay. Yeah, that's one thing to keep in mind is you sometimes have to leave mana back. Okay, Aaron. Let's battle. I'm going to use a different deck, though. I think I'm going to go for Weenie Light. And there's mine. In case you need it. Doesn't look like you needed it. Alright. Bring it on, Aaron, in the chat. I hope you muted the stream. Because otherwise you have an advantage over me. Not that I can control that. Alright, I got land, 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 land. 1 drop, 2 drop, 2 drop. Too many lands, but I'm going to keep it anyways. Oh crap, we're playing the same deck. Ah, ha, ha. I love it. No attacks, please and thank you. Alright, so this thing, I chose the color white, so whenever I cast a white spell, I gain 1 life. Uh-oh. No blocks. Alright, I'm going to seal away that Sun Home Stalwart. It's gotta go. I'm gonna hit my opponent in the face for 2. Oh, they're doing the same thing to me. This is in silly. Okay, Johnny's Pride Mate. Hulk's gonna play a Healer's Hawk. It's a 1-1 with flying and lifelink. I'm gonna gain a life, putting a counter on that guy. Hit him for 2. The mono white mirror match. No! Luminous bonds means the creature can't attack or block. Well, okay. Still gaining life, but that doesn't really matter. Settle the wreckage. Oh. No, who are you making go away? My flyer. Settle the wreckage. Exile all attacking creatures target player controls. That player may... let me find. That player may search their library for that many basic land cards and put those cards onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle their library. This is really good if you're getting attacked by like 5 guys at the same time. Because they all go away forever. Novice Knight. It's a defender, but as long as it's enchanted or equipped, it can attack as though it doesn't have defender. Unfortunately, that stops me from doing any attacking. No attacks. Here we go. That creature is now very big and can attack now. Is this considered beta? I think so. I think it is beta. Oh, they didn't attack. Let's play a second Healer's Hawk. And not attack. Yeah, Magic Arena is actually very new still. Oh, Legendary gets +1/+1, has flying and vigilance and lifelink. Okay, so now this thing has a million abilities. Flying, vigilance, lifelink, legendary 6/7. Too bad it's going away forever. Because that is getting exiled. They get to go get a land, but that creature is now gone for good. It would have worked better if they had like multiple creatures, but hey, it happens sometimes. Second Novice Knight. Okay. Gaining so much life. Mono white life gain forever. Alright, their turn. Okay. They definitely have some sort of reactionary spell in their hand. Curious what it is. I'm gaining too much life. Magic the Gathering, the card game, is actually over 25 years old at this point. So it's been around for a while. Just a couple years. Man, if only the Sajani's Pride Mate could actually do something. I'll slowly kill them in the air with my 2 birds. Wow, we both just keep drawing way too many lands. Welcome, Miss Blue Frost. It's okay. We've been playing lots and lots of Magic today. Do. Oh no! One of my birds went away. Here we go. Leonin War Leader. It's a 4/4 for 4. Whenever it attacks, you create 2 1/1 white cat creatures with lifelink that are also tapped and attacking. This'll help finish this game up quickly. Next turn, I'll hit them in the face for a bunch and probably win. Depending on what they have here, though. Oh no, that's a good card. History Benalia. 1 mana, or first turn, create a 2/2 Night White creature with Vigilance, and then do the same thing the second turn. The third turn, all knights you control get +2/+1 until end of turn. Inspiring Cleric, when it enters the battlefield, you gain 4 life. Cool. Next. Everybody! Attack. I got 2 blockers. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attackers. Oh, that's them dead if they block like that. You need to block differently. Too much damage. That's it. Well, that was a slow slog of a game, but I still enjoyed it. Good game, Aaron Blevins of the chat. Okay. Oh, Aaron, I found that really amusing that we were both using the same deck. I'm assuming you had the stream muted so that you didn't see what I had. You were mana flooded? I was also mana flooded. Okay. I think I want to play 1 or 2 more matches, but I think I'm just going to do it against randos, because I want to show off my other very silly deck. Mill ya. I'm gonna mill ya. There is a concept in Magic the Gathering known as milling your opponent. Milling is forcing your opponent to take the cards from the top of their library and put them into their graveyard. They don't get to draw them or play them on the battlefield or anything. No, mill is not a bunch of small creatures. That would be token, just like a bunch of token swarm type deck. So milling someone out is literally making them lose their entire deck without getting to play any of them. And the newest set has this card called Persistent Petitioners. For 1 and tap, target player puts the top card of their library into their graveyard. So that's pretty slow because they got 60 cards. But if you tap 4 untapped advisors you control, target player puts the top 12 cards of their library into their graveyard. Note that this guy is a human advisor, so if you tap 4 of these, they mill 12 cards, which you only have to do that like 4 to 5 times and they run out of deck. Also, a deck can have any number of cards named Persistent Petitioners. which means I can have a deck that has more than just 4 copies of these guys. In fact, I think my deck has like 30 copies of these guys. And pretty much just islands, these guys, and then like a few other cards just every now and again. Yes, I'm going for the run out of cards victory condition. I have used this deck many times, and it has only lost once. That being said, I have not taken it into competitive matches, just like the rando generic playing, not the actual like competitive rounds, but this is so funny. How can I have 30 copies? Because this allows you to have any number of these copies that you want in it. And you might be wondering, wait, you have to purchase that many copies of it? No. Once you get 4 copies of this card, the MTG Arena just allows you to just put any extra copies in that you want. You don't have to like spend cards on all the extra ones. You just keep getting more and more and more. Also, okay, there's our opponent. They finally appeared. They were taking a really long time. You feel guilty by association. Don't worry. Everyone feels bad, except for me. I maniacally laugh, because I love being an a-hole sometimes. This is evil, because I don't care about their 20 health at all. I just care about the cards in their hand. Okay, I think this person just has like a really bad internet connection or something, because they're like not there. Walvesser, do you want to play a game? You know, I think we're about to win. We won. We won because they weren't there. I don't know if their internet just didn't work. Don't know. But either way, we actually get the prizes still. Hey look, we got a card. Elaborate Fire Cannon. 2 mana artifact. It doesn't untap during an untap step. You have to pay 4 and tap it to deal 2 damage to any target creature. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may discard a card if you do untap it. I don't like this card. It's not very good. But we also got a deck. Or, not a deck. A pack. Let's open it up. Let's see what we get. Oh, we got a wild card. Applied Biomancy. Homunculus. Bring to trial. Root Snare. Light up the stage. Oh, another Arcway Angel. That's always fun. And we got... Oh, yes! A good dual land. Unfortunately, it doesn't work for the gate deck because it's not a gate. But this land is both a mountain and a forest. And when it enters the battlefield, you can pay 2 life. If you do, it enters untapped. Otherwise, it'll enter tapped. So, for the cost of life, you can have a dual land right away. People will pay any kind of cost to get a dual land that doesn't come in tapped. So, 2 life, sure, they'll do it. A lot of competitive decks will run cards like this. There are a version of that for all of them. 10% of your life gone forever? Yeah, but if you can play your spells faster and win the game, doesn't matter. Important thing to note about Magic the Gathering, your life total doesn't matter until the last one. Okay, well that was fun winning that game, I guess. Let's actually try to play a real game this time. Come on. Come on. Let's do it. Let's play a game of Magic the Gathering. Please, oh please. Alright, Flavor Town. Don't be AFK. Please. Alright, this time we only have 2 petitioners. But we also have a divination to draw 2 cards and a patient rebuilding. At the beginning of your upkeep, target opponent puts the top 3 cards of their library into their graveyard, and then you draw a card for each land they put in the graveyard in this way. Sounds good. Let's begin. Their flying creatures get +1/+1 all the time forever. Let's begin. We've got 1. Oh, we drew another one. Good. So that gives us 3 of the 4 that we need. Sky Scanner. It's a flyer. Okay, so they got a 2/2 flyer. Alright. Gonna go ahead and play this Petitioner. And this is not gonna do anything, so I'm just gonna mill them for 1. Oh, I milled a land. Oh no, we lose. We lose! Oh no! When Exilon's Binding enters the battlefield, exile target non-land permanent opponent controls until it leaves the battlefield. Your opponent can't cast spells with the same name as the exiled card. I can't cast Persistent Petitioners anymore. I have lost. Or I could just play this to make them bounce it back to their hand for 1 turn. And play another one. Oh no! I need to get a couple more on the battlefield, is the problem. But, trying to fight Ixalan's Binding is pretty difficult when all of your creatures do the exact same spell. Okay. Alright, let's start milling them with this. This'll mill them for 3 every turn. No attacks, because I'm not going to attack them. Attacking them is not how we're going to win this game. Skilled Animator. When it enters the battlefield, target artifact you control becomes... He doesn't... Oh, shoot. That made it bigger for a turn. Holy cow. Made this into a 5/5 till end of turn. Or... Oh, until this guy leaves? Oh no! Oh no! This is all kinds of bad. Alright, well, let's draw 3 cards. This is all bad. This is all pretty butts. Okay. No attacks. End turn. The cheese deck can easily lose. Let's counter the Immortal Sun. It's a very, very powerful spell. Ouch! Hey look, I got more petitioners that I can't play. Or can I? That being said, I'm dead, so it doesn't even necessarily matter. But you know what? I'm gonna do it once. Tap 4 untapped advisors. Oh, target them. Tap, 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 tap. Submit! Boom! There went so much of their deck. And now we lose. Good game. Got him! Yeah. Ouchies. So yeah, if I had been able to do that 2 more times, I would have won the game. If I didn't have to deal with an Ixalan's Binding, we would have won significantly sooner. Alright, let's do it again. Let's fight a deck that is not white this time, please. I'm gonna win 1 time with this deck for, like, in an actual fight. I mean, actual as in they're trying to punch my face as I mill them to death. White meanie it is then, yeah. Oh, this versus the gate deck? Yeah, this deck would definitely win against the gate deck. The only thing you have to worry about is your petitioners getting killed off too quickly. Oh, here we go, here we go. 2 lands, 4 petitioners, and divination. I love it. Now, if I just draw a land and then a land, I'm perfect. I'm flawless. Keep it. Red, white, we're off to a good start. I drew a land, even better. Alright, we got a 2/3. Oh, come here. Play this. They can boost this guy's strength if they want. That's cool. Good for him. I don't care. Alright, come on. Play something. Do a thing. Alright, this immediately got a lot worse. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. This deck is too fast for me. Oof. Boros is too fast. Oh no! No! They're making my boys go away. Well, you know what? Mill 1. Got him. I didn't draw land. No attacks. Stop it! Oh my god. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm gonna die here. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna have to do some blocking here. Hope this doesn't kill all my dudes. Oh, well, I mean, that's just me dead. You got... Okay, you know what? No, you don't get to get the final blow. Oh, that was gross. I want to mill someone. Let me have my fun. Let me fight a green deck, just a big beefy green deck. I can beat that. Let me be evil. Come on. Oh, I would like another land, but I'm keeping it. Okay, blue. Blue tiny flyer. Alright. What kind of deck is this? I don't think it's mill. This does not look like a mill deck to me. Progressively more evil as the stream goes on. Maybe. Whenever a creature you control with power 1 or less attacks does 1 damage to the player or planeswalker that creature is attacking. Ew. Gross. I don't like that. It's too much damage. Yeah, that hurts me for 1, and then they hit me for 1. Alright, Amelia. Got him. You know, I would have liked to land there, deck. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, this color combination, red-blue, is known as It. It usually has a lot of spells. Dive down. Target creature gets 0/3 and gains hexproof till end of turn. Why are you doing this? Oh, they're trying to get instant and sorceries in the graveyard, I see. So they can make it bigger. Oh no, not another one. Crap, that's gonna do... Discard your hand, draw 2 cards. Oh, this is gonna try to just ping me to death with so many cards. Resolve them all. You know what? Gonna do this now. Wow, another one. Who could have seen it coming? No attacks. End turn. Okay, now they get to draw 2 cards. Playing a land. Another one of these stupid things. Good gracious. Whenever it attacks, target creature an opponent controls can't block this turn. Now they're making it a 2/2? Oh no, it's got haste. For no reason. Okay. Solve them all. Alright. No, you. Hey look, it's a land. I can play 2 boys this time. Ugh. Oh yeah, that's just gonna kill me, because that's like 9 damage right there. Oh, that is amazing. Oh. Holy crap. Okay, I love that. This deck is amazing. I love this. I've never seen this deck before. Holy cow. They got a million triggers that are going to ping me for 1 billion. There we go. They weren't able to get through near any of them. That's a fun deck. I didn't even know that card existed. I don't even feel bad about that. I don't feel bad about losing that game at all. So they just want a bunch of little guys to attack the opponent forever. Okay, come on, game. 1 win. That's all I'm asking. 1 singular win with my mill deck. This is not what I want. This is worse. Wow. Okay. No. Departed deckhand. I can kill that right here and now. Because whenever that thing is targeted, it dies. Milia. Yeah. Ooh. Ravenous Chupa thingy. I am glad Ravenous Chupacabra is out of their hand. Okay. No attacks. End turn. Go away. And I draw a card. Hey, it's another one. Good. And they get to draw 2 cards. Alright, I really need to draw more stuff. Like that. That's much better. Okay, no attackers. Okay, alright, alright. So next turn, if I draw another petitioners, I am looking amazing. Oh, come on. That's not another petitioner. Alright, let's play him out. No attacks. They're attacking? Okay. So what are they doing? Oh, they're killing off one of my dudes. No. Alright. Wait, what? Alright, Siren Reaver. It's a flying creature. That's not good for me. Patient rebuilding. I will impatiently wait to draw cards. End turn. They're going to hit me for a bunch. No. bouncing all of my stuff back in my hand. Well, I milled him some. Not a whole lot, but it was something. Ouch. You know, they got 2 flyers anyway, so I'm gonna get the patient rebuilding down instead. Have I gone to any Friday Night Magics? Once. Right when I started playing. Generally, I don't. I do often go to the pre-release events. Whenever a new set comes out. Stop it! I don't like you. Stop this. I'm trying to do this thing, and you're just being really aggressive right now. I can't win. Do I have any good in real life decks? I have some fun commander decks. And I have a giant pile of very good cards. More often than not, I don't play standard. It's just this is completely free, so it gives me a chance to actually play a lot of standard. Normally, I just play at pre-release events, which are a special event that happens the weekend before a new card set releases. You go, you get 6 packs, you make a 40-card deck, and then you face off against a bunch of other people that do the same. And it depends on what card shop you go to for the event, but like the price structure, you usually get some packs for winning or showing up, and the better you do, the better your win-loss ratio is, the more packs you get. Aaron Blevins says they play Commander or Cube. I love playing both of those. Commander, you have a 99 card deck with every card being different, and then you have a legendary creature known as your Commander. And all the cards in the deck have to be within the same colors as your Commander. So having a multicolored Commander is usually a good thing. And then you have 40 health instead of 20 health, and you usually play with like 4 people at the same time, so it's not just a 1v1. And everyone likes playing very large, very expensive, usually pretty silly cards. And I like that format a lot just because of how silly it gets. Excuse me while I play this 12 mana spell. That kind of thing. Okay, I don't know what they're doing. But they seem to be green-black. Cube is a form of draft. When you draft a deck, everybody gets 3 packs. You get together with a group of 7 other people, so there's 8 people total. Each person will open a single pack. They look at the cards inside there, they take one, and then they pass that pack to the person to their left. And then you get the pack from the person right next to you, you take a card out of that, and then you pass it along. You keep going until that's gone. Then you open the second pack, and you do the same thing except you pass to the right. And then you open the third pack, and you pass to the left. So essentially, you're going to draft 45 cards, and then you have to make a deck out of those 45 cards. Hopefully, they're all about what you want. A cube is essentially the same thing, except instead of drafting actual pre-packaged packs, you just draft out of a pile of packs, or like a pile of cards that someone else has already curated and put together, and like, yes, I want to play with these specific cards in a group. Yeah, physical packs, you have 15 cards per pack. In the digital version, they give you only 8 or something like that. Oh no! Tendershoot Dryad, you are bad for me. Well, we gotta mill them quick, guys. Land, thank you. Got another petitioner. Good. No attacks. Second main phase. Make their Dryad go away. End turn. Yeah, in a cube, usually there's just one of each card in the cube. It's referred to as a cube because usually it's a block of cards, and so people call it a cube. And usually there's people build cubes with very powerful cards in it. Alright. Lenamore Elves. Specialty art. That's neat. Yeah, that's the reason I like Cube and pre-release, because like everyone just has the same chance of everything happening. Like, there's no one that's explicitly going to have a better chance of winning than anyone else, because everyone's seeing roughly the same stuff. It's not like someone else is like, yeah, I spent $1,200 on my deck and I win because of it. Alright, here we go. It begins. We can start. Yes! Oh. Oh. Mwah. I love it. 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 Let's go ahead and play out another one in case they try to kill one off. No attacks. End turn. Yeah, let's go ahead and bounce this. Come on down. The price is right. Okay. Let's do it again, folks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get rid of 12 cards from your deck. My opponent seems rather not happy with this. Oh, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Sir, your deck has too many cards. We ask you get rid of 12. That being said, they're about to get a friend in here. How about we say no? Just bounce their things forever. Okay, now they can have someone coming in. Oh, go ahead and play this land. Next, next. Hoo hoo hoo, oh, ho, ho. No thanks. This is so dumb. I love it. Alright, their turn. The reason I keep bouncing their stuff is because, well, for one, it's just gonna waste their mana having to replay these things over and over again. In which time I can just run away with this game, milling them out. Are commanders like planeswalkers? Commanders are any legendary creature you want. any legendary creature with the ability, like, yeah, as long as they're legendary, they can be your commander. That's about the only rule. Oh, here they come. All right, no blocks. Pass. You can hit me. I don't care. All right, first I'm going melee for 1. And then I'm melee for 12. 1, 2, 3, 4. They got 5 cards left, guys. Yeah, like Aaron's saying, every now and again, a planeswalker is printed with the text saying that it can be your commander, but very few times does that happen. Here we go. There we go. We won the game. Oh, cancel attackers. No attackers. Pass the game. They're upkeep. They have to draw a card, but they can't, so they lose. I did it. I won the game. I milled someone out. Woohoo! Yeah, woo! That's what I was going for. Wonderful. I wash my hands of thee. As you can see, that deck has issues, but when it works, it is horrible and evil, and I love it. Okay, with that, it has hit 9 o'clock. I think that's probably going to be it for this particular Magic the Gathering stream. I am curious, how many... No, not that. This one. How many petitions do I have in here? 24. I have 24 copies of these guys in here. I should probably have more, honestly. Oh well. And there are other cards that can mill people too that I should probably put in there. But yeah, there we go. All done. That's gonna be it for this stream. Go ahead and shift back over to this. Next week, I don't think we're necessarily going to do Magic, because this Wednesday slot I want to have it more open to be a variety of things. It can be a whole bunch of different stuff. So that's not to say that Magic is never coming back. Heck no, I'm definitely going to play more Magic in the future. I love this game. But I think I want to do something else next week. I'm not sure exactly what it is, and I might be having the patrons vote. I might have the patrons vote on what exactly I'm going to be playing next week. So yeah, any patrons, keep an eye on the Discord and or Patreon itself for an upcoming poll to find out what I'm going to be playing. Either way, we got all the regular stuff that comes out at 4:30 every single day. And on Friday evening, Tennille versus Shawn sometime here on Magic. Maybe, but Tennille doesn't really like playing Magic in just a 1v1 format very often. She much prefers Commander, or just large multiplayer format games anyways. Because she's less interested in playing the game. Well, okay, she likes the game, but she likes the community aspect of playing with like 4 or more people. Because then you can just sit and chat, and there's a lot of politics of like, don't attack me, attack that person instead, and stuff like that. So I don't know if we'll get a Tennille versus Shawn in MTG Arena. But either way, what was I saying? Right, Saturday night, the next Shawn solo stream is going to be Metroid Prime. I'm going to be jumping into that game. I've played through the game once, but I don't really remember any of it, so that'll be a mess, I'm sure. Either way, see everybody next time. If you want to get in on playing these games with me, MTG Arena is free online, and you can become a patron at patreon.com. It should be in the description of this stream. You can join up for even just $1 and you get access to millions of things. I can't even list them all off. But it's good. Alright, that's gonna be it. Goodbye, everybody. Toodles!